amandascorner.com. Thanks for joining me today. In this video, I'm going to be chit-chatting and demonstrating a Pilates mat exercise called single leg kicks. So this exercise has a tendency to bother some people's knees. And if you have sensitive knees or you find you have knee pain with this, I will show you a modification, but it may be one that you just have to leave out, and that's okay. If you've got healthy knees and you're willing to give it a try, we're going to start on our stomach. So you're going to come down onto your belly, and you're going to let the feet come together with a small V shape in the feet so that the heels are glued together and the toes are pointing out. We're going to be propped up with this exercise, and you have some choices here. We're going to get the elbows lined up directly underneath the shoulders, and you can either choose to just spread your hands out like little Spider-Man hands here and grip down through the floor. You can also do fist like you're holding candlesticks. And then your last option is to keep the elbows underneath the shoulders, but let the hands draw together in the center. And I'm just I'm cupping one hand around my opposite fist. So that's more comfortable for some people. It doesn't matter to me which way you choose. You just want to keep the upper body alignment. So wherever you're most comfortable with your upper body, you want to take care that you're not sinking down into your arms. You're going to pull up through the belly. You're going to push through the forearms and through the elbows and lift up and out. So can you see that difference? This is really, really bad for your body, and this is really common during this exercise. So use your core, press up and out, and then as you do that, you're really zipping up the belly. So if my stomach is not hanging down into the mat, I'm trying to lift it up off of the floor. So once you've got your upper body settled here, the tummy is lifted, you're going to keep a natural gaze here. We want to keep the neck in line with the spine. So our goal is not to crank the neck and look up at the ceiling. We want to keep everything just a nice long neutral line here from the crown of the head down to the tailbone. With the heels glued together, you're going to take one leg and pulse it twice, like you're bringing the foot in like you're trying to kick your bottom, and then straighten out. So it's a little beat, there's a pulse, and then a reach. So as you do this, we are working from the back of the thigh, the hamstrings. We're working at the glutes. They're activated and the tummy is tight. And you may also find that you get a stretch along the quadriceps down the front of the thigh. If you have a lot of tightness through the quadriceps or through the hip flexors, then you may find that your pelvis is doing something like this. It's lifting with it. You want to try to refrain from doing that. Or if you're teaching this exercise and you see a client doing that, that's what's happening. The whole thing's lifting up because there's tightness. So you want to try to keep the torso as still and lifted as possible and let the legs move like they're independent from the torso. So exhale, pulsing in and switch. Okay, so if this bothers the knees, one thing you can do is forget about the pulsing and trying to maintain a quicker pace or tempo, and just slowly bring the leg in and try to find a stretch, okay? This may be okay for you and it may not. If you get a stretch here and you don't have knee pain, then just do a nice slow pull in, and perhaps you'll be able to build up to the full mat exercise. If just the act of pulling the leg in is uncomfortable on the knee, then this just may not be a suitable exercise for you, and that's okay. Not every person's body can do every single exercise, so it may be one that you scratch for a while and try it again in a month or 2 months, or it just may be an exercise that's not well suited for you. I like to perform 10 to 12 repetitions of that, and it's nice to come up and release the back from that if you want to sit back into a child's pose stretch or maybe do a cat-cow stretch. That often feels really good. So that's how I perform single leg kicks. It's can be a little controversial because some people do have discomfort with it, and you always want to keep your exercises healthy for your body. They should feel good. So if this doesn't feel good for you, then either modify it or hold off for it for now or perhaps forever. Okay, if you have any questions, you can always email me at amandascorner, CORENER @charter.net, and I will see you again soon. Thanks, bye.